Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Mike Porter, and I'll be your host for this evening. On behalf of LPHS Board of Education, the Administration, Hall of Honor Committee, and the LP Foundation, I welcome everyone in attendance to the induction ceremony for the LPHS Hall of Honor Class of 2025. To begin tonight's ceremony, we are honored to have some members of the LP Concert Choir perform the Star Spangled Banner. So without further ado, please rise and welcome the LPH Concert Choir. Thank you very much, members of the LP Concert Choir. Again, I would like to welcome the inductees, their families, friends, alumni, and members of the LPHS community joining us tonight in historic Matthiessen Memorial Auditorium. We are very excited about this evening and the wonderful group of inductees we will present you. The Hall of Honor was created in 2017 with the focus to recognize those who have achieved varying levels of excellence as students, staff members, or contributors to LPHS school and community. Our past inductees and class of 2025 inductees have demonstrated excellence in achievement through their academics, the arts, athletics, or service to LPHS. The first Hall of Honor class was inducted in the fall of 2018. Tonight, we celebrate the induction of the 8th ever Hall of Honor class that includes 9 individuals and 2 teams. The Hall of Honor Committee began the process of selecting this year's class back in August. During the process, each committee member reviewed the nomination packets in detail while adding pertinent information regarding the history of each person and team. As the discussions went on, it became clear LPHS has a very rich history of impressive candidates, which are all worthy of recognition. Finally, after much discussion, stories, and sharing of memories, the committee finalized the recommended Hall of Honor class of 2025. In November, the LPHS Board of Education unanimously approved the committee's recommendation to induct 9 individuals and 2 teams into the prestigious Salle-Peru High School Hall of Honor. Each inductee will receive a Hall of Honor medallion presented by selection committee members Miss Jane Riva and Assistant Superintendent Ingrid Cushing. Without further ado, our first inductee is Shannon Bennick-Argybright. Shannon, class of 92, has impacted many generations of Cavalettes, performers, and other athletes during their time at LP. Currently, Shannon is the owner and main instructor of the Dance Center in LaSalle. Previously, she has trained, taught, and auditioned in New York, performed in Nashville, San Francisco, San Antonio, and Branson. I was sending you further west. She has educated thousands of students as dancers and performers and always been willing to give back to the community by contributing performances for events to honor Maud Powell and the Shine Gala. Thank you for all you have done for LPHS and the community, Ms. Argybright, and congratulations on your induction to the Hall of Honor. Congratulations. Our next inductee is Brett Brown. Brett Brown served 29 years as the athletic director and school administrator of LPHS. He was instrumental in enforcing Title IX in the early 1970s, especially in advancing girls' athletics at LP. He worked with the Board of Education to promote better facilities and programs, including major renovations at Howard Fellows Stadium. Additionally, Mr. Brown searched for and secured land that was purchased by the district, which eventually became the LP Sports Complex. As athletic director, he was a positive role model for the coaching staff. Congratulations on your induction. Accepting his medal on his behalf is his daughter, Julie Brown. Congratulations. His wife, sorry. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Where's his daughter? Okay. There we go. Believe me, as an announcer for basketball and football, I know I make one error during a game or whatnot, so that's it. And congratulations, once again. Our next inductee is Robert Evans. Robert served as director of the LP Band for 21 years, as well as the choir for 2 years. Under Mr. Evans, the LP Band played 50 or more performances each year, including school concerts, football games, and basketball games, musicals, festivals, and contests. Each year, he encouraged and coached many students to perform in solos and small groups in the area solo and ensemble contest, helping students audition for regionals and IMEA festivals. Since retiring from LP, Mr. Evans has taught at Oakton Community College and Olivet Nazarene University. He is also current director of the Kankakee Municipal Band. Thank you for all you have done for LPHS and the community. Mr. Evans, congratulations on your induction to the LP Hall of Honor. Once again, congratulations. Our next inductee is Leslie Les Hohenscheid. Leslie Hohenscheid, class of 1924, taught anatomy and physiology and PE at LP for 43 years. He was a member of the first graduating class of LPO Junior College in 1926 and became the first boys basketball coach at LP in 1928. He was also a U.S. Army veteran serving in World War II. He served 50 years with the Peru Recreation Department, 36 of those years as director. He was also a Peru Elementary School District board member. Mr. Hohenscheid retired from LP in 1970. Congratulations on your induction into the Hall of Honor. Accepting on his behalf is his daughter, Leslie Hohenscheid Sandberg. Congratulations. Once again, congratulations. Our next inductee is Paul Kramarczyk. Paul Kramarczyk, LP class of 1970, is a well-remembered student athlete, teacher, and coach. As a student, he competed in baseball and basketball, winning the LP Pitching Award in his junior and senior years and being named as one of the top 50 basketball players at LP. Upon graduation, he received a full scholarship to play baseball at Eastern New Mexico University. Upon returning to LP, he was a longtime coach, serving all levels of boys basketball from 1981 to 2003, and coached baseball for several years. His teaching career at LP lasted over 24 years. Thank you, Paul, and congratulations on your induction into the LP Hall of Honor. Congratulations. Our next inductee is Paul Mellon. Paul Mellon, LP class of 1972, was a standout basketball player during his time at LP. During his senior year, he led the Cavaliers in scoring and rebounding while shooting a sparkling 67.3% from the field. He was also a tri-captain of the basketball team his senior year. He ended with 1,192 career points and at one point made 28 consecutive free throws. He was named to the Class 2A All-State First Team and All-Conference First Team. He went on to play basketball at Drake University from 1972 to 1976, and after graduation, Mr. Mellon went on to be a regional sales manager for Raynor Garage Doors. He was inducted into the IVCA Hall of Fame as a player in 2001 and was also the IVCA District 11 Girls Junior High Coach of the Year. Congratulations to Paul for your induction into the LP Hall of Honor. Congratulations. Our next inductees are John and Lucy Pomato. John and Lucy were dedicated supporters of LP High School. The pair regularly attended band concerts, musicals, and participated in school fundraisers. John, a World War II veteran, worked at American Nickeloid in Peru for 53 years and retired as general manager. Lucy was a stay-at-home mom for their children. John and Lucy were strong supporters of academic and extracurricular activities. They encouraged children to put grades first, but to always participate. A scholarship in John and Lucy's name was established in 1994 in the amount of $1,500. It is awarded to LP's top scholar athlete each year. John and Lucy were also inducted into the Illinois Valley Coaches Hall of Fame as friends of basketball for being season ticket holders for more than 40 years. Congratulations on your induction into the LP Hall of Honor. Accepting on their behalf is their son, Doug Pomato. Once again, congratulations. The final individual being inducted in the class of 2025 is Leslie Roca. Leslie Roca, LP class of 2015, was a standout cross-country and track athlete at LP. She was first LP girl to place top 25 in the state cross-country meet, placing 20th in 2013. She was also a state finalist in track as well, placing 5th in the 1600 meters and 7th in the 3200 meters in Class 2A in 2014, and was part of the 11th place 4x4 meter relay team in 2015. Following graduation from LP, Leslie attended Illinois State University, graduating with a double major in criminal justice and psychology. She then earned a master's degree in social work in June of 2025 and now works as a school licensed social worker in the Acero Charter Schools in Chicago. She was also continuing to run after college, completing her first Chicago Marathon in Chicago in October 25, where she qualified for the 2027 Boston Marathon. Congratulations to Leslie on your induction to the LP Hall of Honor. Congratulations, Leslie. Okay, tonight's first team inductee is the 91-92 LP boys basketball team. This team went 91-12 over 4 years at LP High School, including a 26-3 senior season, one of the best records in school history. They lost in the state sectional to number 3 ranked Boylan Catholic High School. The final AA AP regular season poll had the team ranked number 13 with a record of 23-2. The team was also undefeated NCIC and regional champions. They were also remembered for having the school best defensive average, holding teams to 50.3 points per game, and the school best defensive field goal percentage, holding teams to 36.5%. The seniors on this team went 44-0 at home over all 4 years. I'll name all our team members, and hopefully they will be here. The team included Aaron Adams, who was the student trainer, Brian Fenza, Jamie Hoberg. Jamie's not here. Okay. Steve Jarub. Dale Coleman. Brandon Kleinline. Here. Nope. Tim Murtis. Scott Pachetto. Joe Petlin. Jerry Phillip. John Riva. Michael Sapienza. Chris Seneca. Pete Suarez. Heath Tarando. Dan Turgeon. And Jay Urbanski. The team was coached by Gerald Chips Giovanni and assisted by Everett Taylor and Gary Sonnenberg. Congratulations on your induction to the LP Hall of Honor. Our final team and inductee is the 2013-2014 girls varsity volleyball team. The 2013-14 varsity volleyball team finished second in Class 3A under Coach Mark Habercorn. That season, the team finished with a 35-4 record. They went 10-0 to win the Northern Illinois Big 12 West Division. They defeated Mendota and Morris in the regional, Sterling and Sycamore in the sectional, Champaign Centennial in the super sectional, and Peyton College Prep to advance to the state championship where they lost to Wheaton St. Francis. The team included Haley Duncan Seneca, Taylor Gibson Harris, Janessa Hubie with Randy Hubie her accepting for her. Rachel Hunt Moore. Sierra Johnson McCormick. Josie Campworth Quick. Allison Corson Baker. Abby Lauer, Whitney Lippert, Taylor Nauman, Katie Olson, Shanna Pitts, Ellie Seneca, Abby Turgeon-Bogalski, and Christy Wallen. The team was led by head coach Mark Habercorn, assisted by Nikki Gibson, Lynn Strand, and Megan Hernandez. The class of 2025 has officially been inducted and are now members of the LPHS Hall of Honor. Once again, congratulations. At this time, we would like to thank the many individuals and groups who helped make this weekend's festivities possible. The LPHS Hall of Honor Committee volunteered their time to help select the inductees and plan for the Hall of Honor celebration. Committee members include Ingrid Cushing, Gary Ferrari, Jane Riva, Jennifer Heggie, Hollis Vickery, Deb Nelson, James McFedrin, Natalie Smigel, and Steve Hansen. We would also like to extend gratitude to Jane Riva, Jen Riva, and Matt Baker, and Tim Tominello, and our entire buildings and ground staff for all the behind-the-scenes work they have done preparing for tonight's dinner, awards, and induction ceremony. Thank you to Administrative Assistant Carrie Mullane for all her hard work in preparing for this evening. And thank you to Miss Natalie Verucki and members of the LP Concert Choir. Miss Alexandra West and Miss Carrie Lawrence and our student council members who helped with check-in tonight. And Miss Lori Turgeon and the culinary arts students for preparing tonight's appetizers and desserts. Please join me in thanking these individuals with a round of applause. And also I'd like to remind all inductees and their families and friends that there will be a post-induction gathering at the Uptown Bar and Grill. Every inductee tonight has represented Salle-Peru High School with a pride as a student, coach, or contributor, and all have left a legacy of their own. The Hall of Honor inductees are certainly an inspiration that our current and future Cavaliers can look up to. And we will continue to challenge our young people to leave their legacies at LPHS as tonight's inductees have. Once again, congratulations. This concludes our induction ceremony, and hope to see you at the Uptown. Thank you.